Good day, everyone. Today I will be discuss. My topic is all about the Suggestopedia. So, the originator of the Suggestopedia is a Bulgarian psychiatrist and educator who is Georgy Lozanov in 1970s. He stated that learning is a matter of attitude, not aptitude. So, in learning, it is matter of attitude, not aptitude. So now the meaning of the Suggestopedia. This suggest is the opposite meaning of suggest, where this Suggestopedia is an application of the study of the pedagogy. So this method puts importance on disadjusting limitations on learning. So this Suggestopedia, this method is used to overcome some learning problems as it puts importance on disadjusting limitations on learning. This Suggestopedia has been called an effective humanistic approach because there is respect for students' feeling, and students did not use their full powers of learning and they have some limitations in learning. So this limitation have to be disadjusted using some teaching techniques which stimulate them to use their capacity of learning. So this Suggestopedia is to help students eliminate the feeling to eliminate the negative feelings of learners. So this methodology has been developed to eliminate students feeling that they cannot feel successful or a negative association they may have towards studying, or thus help them to overcome the barriers of learning. Now let's proceed to the principles of the Suggestopedia. There are five main principles that govern the Suggestopedia. First, we have learning should be characterized by the joy and the absence of tension, and it is facilitated in a cheerful environment. So if our surrounding full of joy and facilitated with cheerful environment, so we can feel more comfortable and help improve attention of learners, and the students feel relaxed. Number two, humans operate on a conscious and paraconscious level. So a student can learn in what is present in the environment even if his attention is not directed to it. So three, suggestion is the means to use the normally unused mental reserve for learning. The teacher should recognize that learners bring certain psychological barriers with them to learning situation. If students are relaxed and confident, they will not need to try hard to learn the language. So, as a future educator, and if you are a teacher, this method, your intent to do some activities that can your students feel more comfortable and also feel them relaxed for them to be learn most effectively and easily. Proceed to the teaching methods, which example is a classroom setup. So the teacher speaks confidently. So the teacher leads the class in the various activities involving the dialogue, question and answers, and repetition and translation. So the teacher should integrate direct positive suggestion to bring a positive expectation of success. He or she should use a varied range of methods like dramatized text, music, active participation in games and songs. Teachers, last is the teacher gives the students the impression that learning the target language will be easy and enjoyable. So another example in the classroom setup, a great deal of attention is given to students' feeling in this method. So the teacher uses various techniques in this method. The teacher makes the armchair in a good position, and the classroom must bright and colorful. The walls are decorated with scenes related to the communicative language The posters also of the classroom contains grammatical information, and also we must include the music can be a powerful facilitator of holistic full brain learning. It is help feel relaxed and it deal for creating mentally relaxed state. So the goal of the teacher helps students eliminate and overcome the barriers to learning and increase their communicative ability. So it is understandable that the goal of the teacher can help students eliminate and overcome the barriers to learning and increase their communicative ability. Teacher's role. So first, this suggests psychological barriers that learners bring with them to the learning situation. So teachers do not act in a directive way, although this method is a teacher controlled, not the student controlled. So it is teacher-centered approach, which the teacher is controlled, not the student controlled. So the teachers act as a real partner with the students participating with the activities. So the teacher must participate also in the activities, not only the facilitator inside the classroom but also a real partner of the students. So the teachers not only need to know the techniques and the methodology completely, but they must also fully understand the theory. So if I ask you students, what will happen if the teachers implement the techniques without any understanding? So it may not be able to lead their learners to a successful result, and also they could even cause a negative impact on learning. See to the rule of the students. So the students must follow the teacher's instruction, of course, enjoying in the new identity freely. The last one is the student must trust and respect their teachers. So now let's proceed to the advantages of this method. So first we have a learning environment. So it increases students' attention and focus, promotes meaningful learning experiences, encourage a higher levels of students, motivates them to practice higher level of grade, can arouse to students' interest and potential to memorize. So last is the emphasis of interaction. So it is the importance of interaction between the student to student and the student to teacher. To the disadvantage of this method. So first we have a lack of flexibility. Second, lack trust to teachers. So some students cannot trust their teachers because of their shyness. So third is the overemphasis of learning use. So in this method, the language we use is a foreign language. So it doesn't acquire to use a native language. We can use naman the native language, but if it is necessary. So last is the differences characteristic between students. So we cannot deny that inside the classroom have have a different characteristic of students. So each students we need to recognize them all for the better understanding.